Wednesday, the 3rd of January. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to know on this day and what you'll be working with. I'm still using the Wild Unknown Tarot for this reading, so let's have a look. 8 of Swords in reverse. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. And the 7 of Pentacles. Great. Okay. So, the 8 of Swords, this way around, is a cocoon that's almost protected by these swords. And it's transforming itself as a result of an idea, as a result of a thought. Swords, the suit of swords has to do with ideas and inspiration. And these are almost, they seem very sharp and dangerous, but they're almost protecting this cocoon so the butterfly can develop. When it's this way around, it looks almost dangerous. It looks like this cocoon is upside down, and we've got these swords kind of hanging over and kind of endangering this cocoon. It's almost like the sword of Damocles, you know, hanging over you. So what we've got here is a lot of external information coming in, and it may seem overwhelming at times, and it may seem that you've got so much going on that you can't develop what you want to develop because there are so many threatening and demanding ideas in your life, in your world, that you have to deal with these rather than being able to go inward and being able to focus on what you really want to do. And it's interesting because the year has started in a very light, positive way. The first was very much you being in your own kind of emotional space and really having a clear understanding of that. Then the 2nd of January was about connecting with the world again and really easing your way out of this. And now it's connecting with the world in a more powerful way, and the demands of the world are becoming more stronger, and you're being forced away from the introspection, and it's kind of like, I have to deal with things now. It's time to get away from the personal development. I have to make do with what I've got. I'm not a complete butterfly yet, but I am a butterfly. I have to make do with where I am in my personal development. You know, we all wish we were perfect, enlightened beings, but unfortunately, none of us are. We all have egos. We all have certain issues that we have to deal with. But regardless of where we are in life, we can make do with where we are and what we've got. You don't have to be perfect to be able to achieve something. And that's really the great thing about this card, is that you don't feel the need to be totally complete within yourself to be able to handle issues. You can handle them without being this enlightened master and having achieved nirvana. You can deal with the things and the ideas and the communications that are coming in your life without being perfect and complete. So if you do suffer with perfectionism, today you get a reprieve from that a little bit, and you're able to deal with what comes in. So, you know, it's the 3rd of January, in a common sense level, you'll probably start getting the credit card bills. Someone will start challenging you at work and saying, we need to do this. We've got a new kind of budget, or we've got a new plan for this year. And don't feel, and you won't feel, that you need to be totally enlightened to be able to participate. You can participate with this and do very well. The next card is the 3 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Pentacles is about expertise, really. In this deck, it's interesting because it's like base camp at the bottom of Mount Everest. It's almost like I am down here and I have to work really hard to get up here. I mean, this looks like it's going to be a slog, isn't it? Usually the 3 of Pentacles is a guy kind of working on a cathedral, and he's got these 2 supervisors saying, oh, how wonderful, you're so skilled and excellent. And here it's saying that really you've got a long way to go before you get to the top. And it's in reverse again, so it's a similar message to this. It says, you know, you don't need to be professor and you don't need to have a PhD in your subject to be able to do well. You've got the expertise that you need to be able to achieve your goals. We've got this trine here. Well, we've got 3 trines here. if we would look at this kind of via the astrology, we've got this nice triangle, and I would call that like a triangle of harmony in the astrology, and that means that different parts of yourself come together to really harmonize and make you the person that you are. So we've got your passions and your desires, your self-discipline and your ability to control things, your emotional connection, your intuition and your spirituality, and they all come together. So there's a sense of, I feel natural within myself, I feel in control, and I feel intuitive. And the mountain is underneath you. So there's nothing to kind of climb. You can do very well with what you've got in the present moment, same as this butterfly. You don't need to spread your wings and have another 10 days to come out of your cocoon. You can make do with what you've got, and you can do very well, and you can climb this ladder that we've got here via the Seven of Pentacles. And today, you're able to deal with all of the ideas you have to deal with, and that can, like I said, it can be letters, bills, it can be other people's demands or suggestions, or the company's new goals or project for 2018. A lot of people are going to be making changes around this time of year, and especially employees will be made aware of those changes. You know, companies and businesses and they will take stock at this time of year and try to make changes, and especially people who are in sales and things like that. We made this certain amount of money last year, we want to increase that by 25%, you know, it's never enough, blah blah blah. So you can connect with all of this very, very well. You may not feel like you are where you want to be, but what the cards are saying is that you're exactly at the right place, at the right time. Don't lament the fact that you haven't reached the position you want to be in yet. Instead, be grateful for everything that you are and that you can do, and that you can deal with everything that comes your way. Also, celebrate the fact that you've overcome the mountain already. You've climbed Mount Everest. There's always going to be a higher mountain. There's always going to be another obstacle. There's, you know, I don't know, if you've ever gone hiking, it's exhausting, because if you climb this mountain and you get to the top of one of the things, you think, oh, this is the peak. And then you get to the top of that and it's like, oh no, there's another thing that I have to climb. And then you get to the top of that and it's like, oh, it's still not the peak. I still have another thing to climb. And it just goes on and on and on. And you've already climbed several mountains. You are much more capable and much more balanced within yourself than you realize. So really celebrate where you are. Don't think of what you haven't achieved yet and what you haven't got. Instead, celebrate what you have done. And if you change the attitude around, then you'll be able to continue to climb the ladder to get to where you want to go. But it's going to be much more pleasant and easy if you say, I've already achieved a lot, and I'm continuing to plod on and to do very well in terms of my working life and my existence here on planet Earth. But if you look at it in terms of, oh, you know, I'm still not CEO of the company, I still haven't made it, I'm still not where I am, I'm dissatisfied, then yes, you'll climb the same ladder, but you'll climb it in a way that's grumbling and dissatisfied and and that makes it much harder for you. And if you're grateful for how much you've achieved yet already, I mean, and you trust that things are going to work out, and really that you're on an upward kind of trajectory here, then you just kind of ease your way up the ladder instead of saying, I have to get up there, because you're going in the right direction anyway. So you can either be ungrateful and say, why have I not achieved it yet? I'm annoyed and I want to be up there right now, but I'm still down here. Or you can say, everything is as it should be. I'll get there eventually. I just need to have a little bit of patience, be grateful for what's going on, and I've got the same outcome. So do yourself a favor, get into attitude of gratitude gear, and that will feel much more comfortable, and you'll be much more effective and productive, and you'll get to the same goal. So in the morning, take 5 minutes to just say, oh my God, I've really done very well already, and I'm continuing to do well, and things are going in the direction that I want. And you'll have that in a sense of contentment and peace, and you can be in your little cocoon, and you will eventually come out of that. And it doesn't have to be today. It's okay to be where you are. I think that's the message the cards are saying. It's okay to be where you are today. You don't need to be 5 steps ahead. You're in the right place at the right time, and that's okay. Number-wise, we've got 7, and 3 is 10, and then we've got 8, which is 18. 1 and 8 is 9, and 9 is spirituality and completion. So listen to your guides, listen to your intuition, listen to your higher self. It's telling you that you're in the right place at the right time, that you're complete, regardless of what stage of development you're at. And that the job, if you see it as complete, whether it's, act as if it's complete already, and it makes it much easier to get there rather than scratching and clawing your way forward. Just chill, relax. Everything is fine as it is. You are on the right track and you're moving up the ladder, and you can just go, relaxed. Everything's working out fine. Everything's going the way it's meant to. I trust, I have faith that everything looks fine, even if it seems crunchy and difficult. It's perfect. You're going in the right direction. You can trust that today. So I hope you have a great day. If you'd like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.